HarperCollins presents Snowed In for Christmas by Sarah Morgan. Read by Ruth, Sillers. Chapter 1. Lucy Clark pushed her way through the revolving glass doors and sprinted to the reception desk, stripping off her coat and scarf as she ran. She was late for the most important meeting of her life. "There you are! I've been calling you. I'll take that." Rhea, the receptionist, rose from her chair and grabbed the coat from her. "Wow, you look stunning. You're the only person I know who can look good in a Christmas sweater. Where did you find that one?" "My grandmother knitted it. She said the sparkly yarn was a nightmare to work with. Feels weird wearing it today of all days, but Arnie insisted that we look festive, so here I am, bringing the sparkle. They've started." She'd hoped she might just make it, but the desks around her were all empty. "Yes, get in there." Lucy replaced her running shoes with suede boots, hopping around as she pulled them on. Her fingers were so cold she fumbled. "Sorry, forgot my gloves." She thrust her bag towards Rhea, who stowed it under the desk. "What was it? Train's not running." "Signal failure. I walked." "You walked? You couldn't have grabbed a cab?" "Everyone else had the same idea, so there wasn't one to be had." She dropped her scarf on Rhea's desk. "How is the mood?"
"Dismally lacking in festive joy, given that we are all waiting to lose our jobs. Even the Christmas sweaters aren't raising a smile, and there are some truly terrible ones. Ellis from accounts is wearing what looks like a woolly Christmas tree, and it's making him itch. I've given him an antihistamine."
"We are not going to lose our jobs."
"You don't know that," Rhea said. "We've lost 2 big accounts in the last month. Not our fault, I know, but the end result is the same."
"So we need to replace them."
"I admire your optimism, but I don't want to raise my hopes and then have them crash around me. I love my job. Companies always say, 'We're a family,' and it's usually a load of rubbish. But this one really does feel like a family. But it's not as if you really need to worry. You're brilliant at what you do. You'll get another job easily."
She didn't want another job. She wanted this job. She thought about the fun they all had in the office. The laughter. Late-night pizza when they were preparing a pitch. Friday fizz when they had something to celebrate. The camaraderie and the friendship. She knew she'd never forget the support her colleagues had given her during what had undoubtedly been the worst couple of years of her life. And then there was Arnie himself. She owed him everything. He'd given her back all the confidence that had been sucked from her in her first job, and he'd been there for her at her lowest moment. She'd worked for Arnie for 6 years, and she still learned something new from him every day. She had a feeling she always would, because the company was small and nimble, and everyone was encouraged to contribute, whatever their level of seniority. That wouldn't happen if she moved to one of the major players. "Do I look okay?" Rhea reached out and smoothed a strand of hair out of Lucy's eyes.
"You look calmer than the rest of us. We're all in a state of panic. Maya has just bought her first flat. Ted's wife is expecting their first baby any day."
"Stop! If you keep reminding me of the stakes, I'll be waving goodbye to calm." Lucy pressed her hands to her burning cheeks. "I ran the last mile. Tell me honestly, does my face look like a tomato?"
"It has a seasonal tint."
"You mean green like holly, or red like Santa?"
"Get in there."
Rhea gave her a push, and Lucy sprinted toward the meeting room. She could see all of them gathered around the table. Arnie standing at the head, wearing the same red sweater he always wore when he wanted to be festive. Arnie, who had set up this company over 30 years ago. Arnie, who had left his
Sample complete. Ready to continue?